Okay, I think I should be online right now. So in this video I'm going to explain how to do exactly a drivetrain swap with Assetto Corsa car tuner. So the thing is quite easy. You just need the tool Assetto Corsa car tuner, and let's work on it. And we shall see now what are the things that you need, the necessary things for doing this. Because I have been asked to do this video because it might be helpful. So I think I'm gonna begin to do this. This is going to be a quick video, and so right now open Assetto Corsa car tuner and select car. You can select any car you want. For example, now I'm going to do an example of it. Okay, so I got yes, for example, this car, the Alfa Romeo Giulietta. This is a car that you have already in the game. It is not a mod. The Alfa Romeo Giulietta. So we'll be working on this car. I've modified also the color of this car. So we will be working on this car, the Alfa Romeo Giulietta. This is front wheel drive. I'm gonna do an all-wheel drive version of it, so you can see the all-wheel drive version. So right now, Assetto Corsa car tuner. This is going to be the background for the video, and this is the car Assetto Alfa Romeo Giulietta QV. And you have to go here and create a new tune, AWD 300, no, AWD version, because I don't know how to add horsepower. AWD version, create new tune. Alright, the new tune has been created, as you can see here, and this is the AWD version, which can be read here. This is the AWD version. Now you have to go here in advanced tuning, and you have to modify the you have to go here and choose file to edit. This one, choose file to edit. You have to modify car.ini. Now you have to go here in drivetrain.ini. You have to go here, and right now okay, sorry. Right now, what you have to do, what you need to do, so you see here this first line, traction, type FWD, and this is wheel drive, possible options, FWD, front wheel drive, RWD, rear wheel drive. So in this specific case, you cannot do it all-wheel drive, but in some cases, if you see all-wheel drive in possible options, you can put it. So you just swap it into RWD. But I want to see if the game recognizes the AWD. So I'm gonna write AWD regardless of the file not telling me that I cannot do it, because I want to try. So you don't have to worry because auto saves, and this is drivetrain.ini, ini. Okay, so this is the way it goes, and no, you don't need to change this because this is engine, so this is power. You don't need to do this. This is only if you want to have more power in the car, but you don't need more power right now. I want to see if I can all-wheel drive swap this car, so I can put all-wheel drive with the Assetto Corsa car tuner. So I need the so I already done it, and because I went to the file drivetrain.ini. This is the file where you can also change manual or transmission, manual transmission or automatic. I think there is the option here somewhere. I don't remember, because it's somewhere here. Upshift profile to disable auto clutch. Okay, so yes, this is manual because it's that you can read here none. So this car is already manual. You can read it in the files. You can read that the car is already manual. And now this is AWD. This is gears, and this is okay differential. Yeah, you can see here supports shifter. So this is the line. If you want to put a manual transmission in a car that doesn't have manual transmission, you have to change this line because this supports shifter, and it's 1. So the number is 1. So the car has the manual transmission, because 1 equals to car supports the shifter. 0 equals car supports only pedals. So if this car had the pedals only, just like for example the Giulietta Launch Edition, there will be the 0 instead of the 1. Because, in other words, this car, Giulietta Launch Edition, which is this second version of this car, this is the version with a manual transmission, and you can read right here 1. You can read supports shifter 1. But this car doesn't have a manual transmission, so I'm pretty sure that in this line you will read 0, and if you want to make it manual, you just have to change the 0 into 1, and the car will act like a manual. And you should disable the auto clutch, and you should put none in the other car, because just like this. Of course you have to disable the auto clutch, because if you need to do a manual transmission version of this, you should disable the auto clutch. So this one will be all-wheel drive, or at least we'll try to see if it will be all-wheel drive, because it was not in the possible options. This one instead is going to be manual transmission. So because as you can see here, this Giulietta in the interior has a manual transmission. You can see the gearbox and the 3 pedals, but this second version right here, this version doesn't have a manual. For some strange reason, it has 3 pedals, but as you can see, the gearbox, this is the TCT version. This is the Alfa Romeo automatic gearbox with manual mode. So it's double clutch gearbox, and it has pedals. You can see the pedal here and the pedal the other pedal right here, the second pedal. So by mistake they left the 3 pedals. Okay, so okay, and now we're going to make this version with all-wheel drive and this version with manual. So right now we're going to do this is okay. So you need to go here, advanced tuning, and choose the file to modify edit drivetrain.ini, and you go here, apply. This auto saves, so you don't have to worry. This is auto saving everything, and this is AWD version. And now I want to see I just want to see one thing. Yes, you can put AWD regardless of possible options, because this car, the Vauxhall Insignia, has got all-wheel drive, and even if here you don't read FWD or RWD, you just don't care, you just write AWD. The game will recognize the car as being all-wheel drive, so that Alfa Romeo has got all-wheel drive. So you go here, Alfa Romeo Giulietta. Alright, looks like I have a problem. Now you go here, you go for the Giulietta. It should be here somewhere, the Giulietta. I wonder what's going on with the game, why the game doesn't okay, so Alfa Romeo Giulietta, here it is. Select tune, AWD version, and I have the AWD version. Now I'm going to select the other version, which is the launch edition version, and I'm going to write manual transmission, create new tune, manual transmission. So now we want to put manual transmission in this Alfa Romeo Giulietta that doesn't have the manual transmission, okay? And so what are we going to do? Now we're going to go here, we're going to go here and now we have to go in the drivetrain, in the drivetrain file, and so here gears count 6. We have to change here on okay, upshift profile known. We have to change suppose shifter. This line right here, suppose shifter, we have to put the number 1, because 1 means car suppose shifter, 0 means car suppose only pedals, and before it was 0, but we changed now and it's 1. So the car now is going to be manual transmission. And again, so this shouldn't be a problem. Upshift profile known. auto clutch, use on changes. Use the auto clutch on gear shifting when the auto clutch is set to off. Needed for cars with semi-automatic gearboxes. Values 1, 0. So I'm going to put 0 because 0 means that don't have to use the auto clutch because I want to make a manual transmission version of it. So now I'm going to save and yes, this is okay, and apply, okay. So right now I'm going to, so you have the Giulietta QV AWD version, all-wheel drive, and this is the launch edition manual transmission. So it's going to be the same car of this one, but this car has got a manual transmission. So now we're going to do a small test. We're going to do a test drive, a quick test drive of the car. We need to do a quick test drive of the car in the circuit of Spa-Francorchamps because so we're going to see if the car now is going to deliver the manual transmission, if everything is going to be great as we plan to do. So now right now we're going to see if the car is going to behave like a proper manual transmission car. Because this Alfa Romeo Giulietta, I think it has never been released with the manual transmission. Don't worry, because right now I'm going to start the race. No, I don't need to start the normal Assetto Corsa. Okay, I got the content manager. Okay, already received a like. This is just a tutorial, of course. Alright, so now let's drive this Alfa Romeo Giulietta and let's see if the car has got the manual transmission. Okay, so the car has a manual transmission. Unfortunately, I did not disable the auto clutch, so I'm not pressing on the clutch. As you can see, I'm not pressing on the clutch. The clutch is already pressed alone automatically. So and it's a strange reason, because now I can't change with my. So it is manual, but it's very weird right now, the behavior of the car. So I did one thing wrong, and it was that I forgot to set the auto clutch to disable totally, even when upshifting. So right now I'm going to go to exit, and again I'm going to open Assetto Corsa Car Tuner, and now the Alfa Romeo Giulietta LE Launch Edition manual transmission. Okay, so now I'm going to go here in advanced tuning, and this is no, I don't need this. Drivetrain. Okay, electronics. I don't need the electronics, I need the drivetrain, and the car is, so support shifter 1, upshift profile known, downshift profile. So I forgot to change this line, downshift profile. I should write known. Forced on, and I'm going to so auto bleed electronic, you can read here 1, I'm going to put 0 because I don't need the auto blip. And right now, forced on, I'm going to put 0 because I don't want to force the auto clutch. So right now, known, and upshift profile, known. Name of the auto clutch profile for upshift, known to disable auto clutch on shift up. Downshift profile, I don't need to copy downshift profile because downshift profile equals downshift profile means that the auto clutch is going to work. So I don't need the auto clutch to work because this is a manual transmission car. So I'm going to write known, N-O-N-E, known. Same above as for downshift. Use and changes 0. So right now auto saves, so there is no problem. Apply. Okay, so right now let's test this one again. This manual transmission version. And I'm going to test the car again because I already did something similar with the BMW E46. And it was great. Okay, so the clutch now is working. But unfortunately, the clutch should work. It's giving me other problems because the car should stall, but the car doesn't stall. The car, even if I don't press the clutch in first gear, in real life it shouldn't start. So there is another thing to be fixed, and so now I'm going to verify. I'm going to go here in. Okay, manual transmission, and now the file that I have to there is another file that I need to, and it's here, I think in Drivetrain, probably in not in engine. Now engine doesn't have anything to do with it. Probably in electronics. No, it's not electronics. So here in drivetrains, okay. So I think I should open the file of the BMW 3 Series because I could change this car and do a great manual transmission version. I just don't remember how I did it. I don't know how to change this, but there must be something. So I should see a totally manual transmission car to understand what I could write for. So yes, I'm going to select the file of the Alfa Romeo Giulietta QB, and so I'm going to copy this and paste it here. Manual transmission, drivetrain, this one and this one. So I pasted the copied file CTRL plus B, CTRL plus B. So now I copied the file of the normal Giulietta, the drivetrain file, to the car that I want to swap with a manual transmission. So I'm going to update the content manager, and now this one is the manual transmission version. I'm going to make a test drive to see if it works. And for the other thing of the tutorial, for the other issue, just change to AWD and you're fine. Just change to AWD and you're fine. Yeah, you can see now it works. It works because I copied the file, the performance file of the normal Alfa Romeo Giulietta, and pasted it into the performance file of the launch edition of Romeo Giulietta, which didn't have a manual transmission. But anyway, I copied the file of a car that had a manual transmission. So right now I just copied the drivetrain file with Assetto Corsa cartooner. It means that right now the car is going to behave totally as a manual transmission car, as you can see. Now I'm in neutral. You can see it doesn't go because I'm in neutral. I copied the file of a car that had a manual transmission. So, as you can see, now I'm in neutral. You can see it doesn't go. Okay, so the audio is good. I'm gonna make a quick test drive of the car, see how it behaves. So yes, you can see now I'm in second gear and the car. So I can do heel toe technique. Front wheel drive car. Okay. The car just behaves great. Okay, so the track is empty, so I'm in all safety. I'm just going to do one thing to see how it behaves. Alright. I repeat, the track is empty, I don't have problems. And it does it pretty well. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I don't care if the cat is detected. As you can see right here, I can use the clutch even to do U-turns. What did I do in order to see this? So as you can see, the car can do this with no problems. I repeat, the track is empty, so there is no problem whatsoever. So I could use the clutch right here. Because you need to use the clutch with this. To do all these maneuvers, this wheel spin. So yes, the car behaves pretty much good. It behaves very well. So now let's try the other Alfa Romeo Giulietta. The other Alfa Romeo Giulietta that I put four-wheel drive, one-wheel drive. Let's try, and so this is AWD version, so it's all-wheel drive. Let's always test it in the Spa circuit. In the Spa circuit, right now the behavior of the car. So I did one thing wrong, and it was that I forgot. So very simple. You just replace those lines, or you maybe copy the. In case of the Alfa Romeo Giulietta, you can easily copy the file of a car that was not. You can easily copy the file of the other Alfa Romeo Giulietta which had the manual transmission. You will just replace, but you have to make your adjustments afterwards. But I think that I kinda explained you how to put the manual transmission in cars that don't have it. So yes, this Alfa Romeo Giulietta right now, it behaves just like a proper all-wheel drive, because we changed the line from FWD in the file drivetrain.ini to AWD. Just write AWD. It doesn't matter if in the menu you don't read it. You can do it. It works. I can guarantee it works. And you can see right now the handling is totally all-wheel drive. The car doesn't do any of that torque steering typical of the, like I said before, typical of the front-wheel drive. So just totally different. So yes, you can see here, no torque steering whatsoever. The car doesn't act anymore like front-wheel drive. This is because, for which reason? Because I put the all-wheel drive. You can see the traction going from all the four wheels. You can see that there is no more understeering right now. The car right now is all-wheel drive. As you can see right here, you can see no oversteering. And it kind of goes sideways because I replaced it and put it all-wheel drive. So as you can see here, the traction now is starting to change, and the car totally behaves like a four-wheel drive, an all-wheel drive vehicle, as you can see here. It doesn't have the understeering typical of the front-wheel drive vehicles, but it's right now all-wheel drive vehicle. So this Alfa Romeo Giulietta right now is all-wheel drive, no more front-wheel drive. as you can see here. Look at the traction, look at the wheel, all the four wheels are moving. There is traction in all the four wheels, as you can see. Again, I'm going to show you again what I'm talking about. Now, here's the slow motion effect, and you can see in the slow motion all the four wheels are moving. You can see all the four wheels. This wheel right here, yes, it's spinning, but also this wheel, now it's getting back to torque, needed to get again the traction. And because I wrote AWD on that file, right now the game is making the car look like and behave as a proper all-wheel drive car. So this will be a Q4 Alfa Romeo Giulietta, because Alfa Romeo the four-wheel drive system is called Q4. But you can see all the four wheels are moving right now and they're spinning. So this is now an all-wheel drive car. So it's got traction on all the wheels. So I'm going to do another thing, because there is this car that I really like in Assetto Corsa, the BMW M3 E92. Now, there's one thing that I have to say about this car. It's a wonderful car. I definitely don't have problem with it. It's just amazing. Now I'm going to go here in opening custom showroom, and I'm going to show this car, the M3 E92 version of it. Okay, so this is the M3 E92, and okay, so this is the yellow version of it. This car in the game, however, is just automatic transmission, it's not manual. So what I'm going to do, so what I'm going to do right now is to modify it with a manual transmission. So I'm going to select the car. And I'm going to write manual transmission, create new tune. Now I don't need to do it, but okay, so I don't need to do it, but again, if I want to put the AWD version of it, I just go choose the file to edit and go to drivetrain.ini and change it to AWD. Like this. Okay, but I don't need. Now this RWD is going to remain rear-wheel drive. So again with gears, okay, I should change it to 6 gears, but I need to change the gear ratio right now. I don't have time, so I'm just simply putting the. I will just put the manual transmission. So support shifter, this line right here. Support shifter, I'm going to put a 1. And no, I don't need. And auto blip electronic 0, and right now here I'm going to downshift profile. I'm going to write none, use on changes 0. So this minimum RPM for the clutch, I'm going to put 9999, so it will never engage the other clutch because this is going to be a lot of RPM. This is 0, 0, min and max RPM, so it will never engage the other clutch because I set the minimum RPM to almost 10,000 RPM. And this auto saves. So right now I'm going to okay, no problem. I'm going to do apply, and now here in the paint shop I will go for a yellow, a very strong yellow. With no gloss. This is going to be and rims are going to be like this. Okay. Custom yellow. Save. Okay, so now we got this manual transmission M3. With this new color. Now we got a BMW M3 with this new color. Now I'm going to go here in folder, and I'm going to go here in skins, and now I'm going to copy the custom yellow here and into the manual transmission version, which is here, and so now we're going to see if this BMW is manual transmission or is not manual transmission. We're just going to verify. Okay, so I've got this BMW M3, and now we're going to see the transmission. As you can see, okay, so the car works, but I still got that issue that if I put first gear, the car doesn't stall, it doesn't have clutch damage. So I should find an option for the clutch damage. Okay, so I'm going to close this video, and I'm going to do a better video afterwards, because I need to see how to fix this problem. I hope that you appreciated the tutorial. Anyway, I also explained how to do all-wheel drive swap with car tuner, and I hope that this video is going to be useful. Okay, bye everybody, and thanks for watching. Next time.